Hey everybody, welcome to New Guy Investing. Today I'm going to go over the basics of how you start investing. A lot of people have asked me over the last few days, how do I even start? What do I do? How do I buy stocks? How do I sell them? And so the very basic answer to that is you need a brokerage account. That can be through your bank. So whatever bank you do your normal bank with, most of them have an investing branch, and you can ask them to start an investment account or to do it through the account you already have. I'll take a look first here at Royal Bank. That's the bank I use. I don't have my investment account with them, but I do use this for my bank, and I know they have that option. So here are some examples. They show the investment accounts down here: TFSA, RSP. These are mostly retirement investment accounts. So you don't need to open one, and they have a lot of restrictions on them. Personally, I think if you're Canadian, one of the best accounts you can open is a TFSA, a tax-free savings account. Key on the word tax-free. There are limits to what you can contribute each year. It's about 6,000 a year, but if you've never used one before, you actually get 6,000 a year from when they were introduced in Canada, which is about 10, 11 years ago. So right around now, it's about $70,000 is your contribution limit for until you fill it up. Then it's $6,000 a year, give or take. So you can contribute that much. You shouldn't contribute more because there are penalties on over contributions. But anything you put in that account, so you put $6,000 in, you can invest that in stocks or ETFs, any other investments you want. And if those investments grow, all that money you're earning in there, instead of being capital gains, which is usually taxed, it's tax free. So if I invest $1,000 in a stock and it blows up and it's $1 million, I get to keep all of that money without paying taxes. I can take it out whenever I want, spend it on whatever I want, tax free. Great, right? So I strongly recommend starting a TFSA for your investment account if you're Canadian. In the States, I believe a Roth IRA is the closest you're going to get to a TFSA. I'm not as familiar with the United States investment policies and options, but from what I'm told, that's as close as you're going to get, unfortunately. And it's not as easy to use as the TFSA. So here are some benefits of the TFSA, sort of what I just said. And you can just click on the tab, direct investing to do your own investing, where you don't have to pay someone to do it for you. And there you go. You click it, you go through the process, give them your ID, maybe a proof of address, and usually it's pretty quick to set up the account. The slowest part is usually they require a minimum deposit to get started, and sometimes that bank transfer takes a day or two. Other than that, it's a really quick process. So for me, I use Questrade. That's my brokerage. And when you look on the screen here, it tells you open an account. When you do open an account, you get something like this when you log in. And it will list your different accounts. For me, I have a margin account. That's an account where you can borrow money on margin in proportion to how much of your own money you have in there. So if I have $1,000 that I put in of my money, the brokerage will lend me maybe $1,000 that I can buy things on loan. So when you're buying things on margin, you don't truly own them outright, and they can lend your shares out, that sort of thing. So I don't recommend using margin very often and paying it off as quickly as you can if you do. For my TFSA, that's where I hold most of my investments, as you can see. And thank you, AMC and GameStop, for an amazing week, which has put my investments up about 60% in a couple of days. So that's why my value there is so high. It was not that high last week. So with that said, if you just click trade at the top right, it should, and maybe it's going to be a little slow right now. My internet doesn't seem to be cooperating tonight. It will take you to the screen where you can buy and sell. And hopefully it will do that kind of quickly. You see the spinning wheel of death, but normally it's pretty quick. And Questrade is known to have a really good interface. So here it is. So all I have to do, and you see there's a box on the top left, right up here, symbol lookup, and I could type a symbol like FB for Facebook. Here are some symbols that when you type it in, it will give you choices. So you kind of have to know the company you're interested in, and you'll figure out their symbol. I click it, and then it will come up on the screen. There's a lot of information on this page. The most important stuff is at the top. the symbol. Right below it, you have the share price. The last share price for Facebook today was $327.66. Beside it, it shows that it went down 13 cents today, so 0.04% of its value. So stock prices go up and down throughout the days and weeks, and you just have to look at overall trends, and that's the most important thing. So I look at that down here, and this chart will show you today, but I can click out to, let's say, a year, and we'll take a look at how Facebook did this year. And you can decide if you want to invest. So you look at where it was at the beginning of the year, you follow that trend up, and you can see, even though it had its ups and downs, overall it went up in value. So it's a pretty solid investment. Not that I have it, but it is. So if I click buy or sell, I can click it here and it will come over to this window on the right, or I can go to the window on the right and just type the symbol in again. You'll see a bid and an ask price, and those are pretty close usually. Bid is what people have been willing to buy it for today, and ask is what people sold it for today. So you're going to pay a price usually in between those. The quantity is the number of shares that you want to buy or sell, and you can just change that to whatever you want. In this case, it's 10. The order type says limit right now, and that's if you say, I will not pay more than $330 for this in case the price changes as you're waiting. And so you can put $330 in, and you will get that for $330 or better. Now, if they're not willing to sell at that price, you may have to wait a while. So be patient if you're using a limit order. It's good for big orders, though, where you have a lot of money on the line. Get the best deal you can. If it's only a few shares, you might want to just use market. It's very quick. You'll click that, and usually the sale will go through instantly within 5 seconds. So it's really quick and easy to use market. If I click buy, I'm not going to finish this deal. I don't have enough money, as you can see. It tells you how much your purchase will cost, and the commission in Questrade is pretty cheap, $5. And you send your order, and it will happen almost instantly. The reverse process when you want to sell, use the exact same box, and then you'll just click sell instead of buy. You can hear my dog barking in the background. Sorry for that. But this is it. That's basically buying and selling stocks. It's not a hard process. The hardest process and the most work you'll need to do is researching the companies you want to invest in. You want to look for companies that have a proven track record, a product that you know personally or have done research on, and that you believe has the potential to grow and become a stronger company, and therefore increase the stock price. As that price goes up, that's money in your pocket. Whenever you're ready to sell, you can click sell, and you will get that price. So if the price goes up, you're making money. There is a chance the price will go down. Some bad news comes with the company, a bad product, some sort of a tragedy, and sometimes the price will drop. So you have to do your due diligence, do your research, and then pick the stocks you want to invest in. There's a lot more to learn in the stock market, but I just wanted to introduce the basics today: how to set up an account, how to buy, how to sell. Next time, I'll go into options and ETFs, and hopefully that will help you enhance your learning and expand your investing portfolio. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. Please remember to drop me a like, hit that subscribe button, and help me build a stronger base to help you invest more and make more money. Have a great day.